Welcome to the Dobsonian Power Night Sessions. Tonight we have outside the King.
The King.
The King is our 12-inch Dobsonian telescope, which is a beast to watch the sky in real time. If you like the universe and astronomy as a whole, you are in the right place. I'm Tiago, your host tonight. We will have a beautiful, astonishing Nebula, a classic one that I want to try this year for the first time with a 12-inch Dobsonian over an equatorial platform. And also we will talk later in the stream about tonight's about today's business, which everybody in the world is talking about, which is, of course, the hearings on the Congress of United States of America of UAP. Let's talk a brief approach about it and hear your opinions. Now, we are streaming from the south of Europe. The weather is more or less fine. I can't complain tonight. It's not windy, not just a breeze, but we have the moon almost at 60% brightness, more or less 57%, 60. So it will start to mess a bit with us, but not yet. You can still grab your telescope, place it outside if you have clear skies, and watch the beauty of the universe. So we are streaming from here. Planet Earth, continent Europe, country Portugal, region Algarve, 37 latitude Bortle 5. Hello Mark, Ray, Quasar, overhead Tim from Netherlands. Tim is in the house. I wonder if that piece of equipment worked for you with Virtuoso. You didn't tell us more about it. Overhead, Brian Fowler, Fred Led, Aggressive Crombo, Charles, good afternoon, Welcome to this show where we watch the sky in real time. So first things first, this is the telescope that I have outside, the King. And the first thing I will do now is connect the platform, just that, connect the platform, point to a bright star and see if it's focused or if I need to focus. Simple as is, as I like. So let's do the traditional
Start hoping.
But first we will open SharpCap. The camera is connected with a cable to my computer. As it's not very windy, I left the light shield. Okay, let's point to a bright star and see what happened. If you're enjoying the show, remember to give it a like to spread it all over the world. And Terry. Let's see if it is. Yes, it is. I think it's focused. This glow, you see this flare? It's because I'm using a narrowband filter, which provokes it. It's not lack of collimation, nothing. As you can see, it's centered, so everything is concentric. But if the star is at the edges, this circle, the outer circle, will be distorted. And that doesn't mean lack of collimation, I insist. It's not focused because I can see here double spikes in this star. So we will adjust it. For that, I will use a simple thing, which is an infrared remote to focus it. I forgot to connect it. It's powered by a UPS, a mini UPS. Now it's working. I just connect the... I connected the fan to allow the mirrors to warm up because they were inside, and inside it's cooler with the air conditioner, outside it's hotter. And it's focused. Focused. Now, in this case, we will watch first the Lagoon Nebula, which is a classic. We didn't watch it yet. And I want to, of course, to grab the opportunity tonight to capture it with the 12-inch Dobsonian. The King.
The King.
And then after the full moon we will do other stuff, interesting, very interesting challenges, but that will be after the full moon. Now we will grab this opportunity and I will do the star hopping, the traditional star hopping. We already saw that the push to system of SharpCap, it's insane. It works very well, and especially with this setup. And but this Nebula is very nice to find doing the traditional star hopping. So I will do like that with a tail rod, with a finder, and you will see that it will be fast. So first let me see in Stellarium, the application that I use on desktop to watch the sky, the position of the objects in the sky. Of course, Charles. It's so big, so big. So the lagoon should be Trifid, another classic lagoon. 294, Nexus, and the 12-inch. So it will be like this. I can't grab it all, but the most part of it, the most interesting part, at least. And with the tail rod, what I'm going to do outside is to find the pot here, the teapot of Sagittarius, which is a pretty easy thing to do. And I will, so this star, 1, 2, and then when I'm near with the tail rod, I will look through my finder scope, the RASI finder, and then it will be easy to spot it. Hopefully. Let's do like this. And zoom out. Perfect. I like it. If you like this kind of content, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with videos and live streams. Let's do it.
First, we set the platform. The moon is there, the moon, and Sagittarius is there. South. Now the finder. I think it's there. Let's see.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Just a bit of adjustment. Look at the colors right out of the gate without doing any stacking, anything. Perfect.
Perfect.
Now cover the camera. Let's see what this filter, the quad band filter, can do. It's seconds. And bam, bam. This is the Lagoon Nebula right out of the gate with a 12-inch Dobsonian telescope. Amazing. Look at the colors. Wonderful. Let's adjust this in a few seconds. Just the colors to have a better balance. And do the usual enhancement. So beautiful. Look at the detail. This filter is good for this. Of course, it's a 12-inch Dobsonian. In a few seconds, look at the detail already here. We are watching the Lagoon Nebula. We are watching the Lagoon Nebula with a 12-inch Dobsonian telescope and a ZWO camera 294. Amazing nebula. Beautiful in just a seconds. Hello Joaquin Hodin Rau from Romania. Hello Castro. Hello Samir from Canary Islands. Odin, the king never fails to disappoint me, Tiago. I can say the same.
The king.
What we are using tonight is my favorite setup. The simplicity, the power of this aperture. Look at this. So easy to manage. Wonderful. It's really the Dobsonian power.
Dobsonian power.
Adjust a bit more. Like this. Beautiful. Let me save just a snapshot just in case. We have 3 minutes. 3 minutes with this beauty. With this beauty. We are watching the Lagoon Nebula in the Sagittarius constellation with a 12-inch Dobsonian telescope over an equatorial platform. In just a few seconds, we got this. Beautiful. A classic, the Lagoon. This you can see, good news for people that doesn't use camera. You can see this nebula with the eyepiece, at least in my Bortle 5. 5, 6, well 5, it's pointing south, south is 5. Look at these details starting to pop here. And here. The power of the 12-inch Dobsonian. It will always surprise me, and I like this filter. The balance of the colors, not only red. I like to have other colors mixed. It gives a more natural tint. And the dust here, look at the dust starting to pop also around the core. This is a huge, powerful nursery, this nebula. Let's see here. On NASA. Messier 8. You see? Star-forming cloud of interstellar gas. Magnitude of 6. You see, magnitude of 6, it's good. The less, the better for us. 6 is very good. Makes it faintly visible to the naked eye in dark skies. Of course, if you are in a darker sky than mine, you might see it without any tool. If you don't have a telescope, you might see it. The best time to observe M8, Messier 8, is during the month of August. Well, we are near August, so we are good. Messier 8 is home to its own star cluster. With enormous amounts of ultraviolet radiation ionizing the gas and causing it to shine. Hydrogen is red and nitrogen is green. It's an emission nebula. And of course, hydrogen, most part of our universe, it's hydrogen. So the red is what we get the most from the nebulae. The king is ready to conquer the galaxy. Well said, Odin. Still too hot, Ray? Yes, here it's also too hot, but it's fine.
Dobsonian power.
Yes, in my latitude, it's a good latitude. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? We're talking about life as we know it. If you notice, even in our own planet, there are inhospitable and harsh environments where there's life there. Even on Methane, for instance, like we have on Titan. I wonder if in Titan there's life. Some kind of life. Bacterial. Hello, Bartek. No, just the camera, and I'm using a powerful focal reducer, Starizona Nexus. It's a focal reducer and coma corrector. So that's why you have the stars pinpoint until the edges. And as a consequence of using a focal reducer, I have a larger field of view. Otherwise it will be a bit cropped, the nebula. Just with a 12-inch, with the camera just as is. By the other hand, I'm using the 294 camera, which is the camera I recommend the most for our Dobsonians or Newtonians over equatorial mounts, because it has a good relation, good pixel scale, and it has a large sensor, and it's not the most expensive. It's not the most expensive camera. It's a fair price. It's not cooled, mine, but it's almost 950 in AstroArt Finland. This show is sponsored by AstroArt Finland, your astronomical partner. But on Amazon, no, on 8 Scientific, sorry, $6.99. Amazon $7.49. This is hot here, hold on. We will go to Titan. We will go to Titan. No doubts about that. I don't know overhead. Yes, United States has but much better prices. It's like that. It's what we have in Europe. They should be happy. Beautiful. Clipping a bit at the top, just a millimeter with a rotation. It's like a diagonal. You almost can't see. Of course. Of course. Right, right, Brian. Right. In a few minutes. 12 minutes and this beauty. Gorgeous, gorgeous. The Lagoon Nebula. With a 12-inch Dobsonian telescope over an equatorial platform in just 12 minutes. Amazing. Now, I'll save because it will start. So it's moving. Let me see the speed that I have. So this is drifting. To the left, it's to the right. So the telescope is moving to the left. It's too slow because the nebula goes to the right at south. Okay, I have to increase the speed. Hold on. I think it's that. This filter works very well, very well. I have to admit that narrowband filters for this kind of nebula yes, it's stopping the drift. I think it's coming back. When the drift is left and right pointing at south, it's the speed. I wish I had a remote to the speed inside. Let me see if it comes. Yes, it is, for sure. Of course it is.
Dobsonian power. Breaking news.
So did you see it? Today, the hearings on the Congress. I just will show you my shorts because I watch it all. I watch it all, the Congress, and I pick top 5 moments of these hearings. This was the first one speaking, Mr. Graves.
UAP are foreign drones. It is an urgent national security problem. If it is something else, it is an issue for science. In either case, unidentified objects are concerned for flight safety. The American people deserve to know what is happening in our skies. It is long overdue. If UAP are foreign drones,
The American people deserves to know, but it's more than that. It's deeper than that because the world deserves to know. And thanks to America, to United States of America, for at least gives the steps that we need to have information and break the stigma. People that live with a stigma of talking about UAPs are living in the past, are stuck in the past, like the people that don't believe that Dobsonians are good for more than visual. They are stuck in the past and they don't succeed, they don't move forward. And humanity needs to move forward. It's not saying, and I'm not saying here in this channel, that I believe that they are watching us or I don't. What I know from these were not random guys on doing a tweet. These were people highly well positioned during their lives in the most important institutions of United States of America, or one of the most, and they know about what they are talking about, and they are not posting on Twitter. They are talking to the Congress of United States of America. And if the Congress of United States of America, that beautiful country, wants to hear them or want it, I also, as a citizen of the world, want to know what they have to tell us. And I listened. And what they said was that they were they have information that is not public, that should be public. Basically was that.
The asteroid 2000.
Do you believe UAPs pose a potential threat to our national security?
Yes, and here's why. The technology that we faced was far superior than anything that we had, and you could put that anywhere. If you had one, you captured one, you reverse engineered it, you got it to work, you're talking something that can go into space, go someplace, drop down in a matter of seconds, do whatever it wants, and leave, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Do you believe
High technology. So there must be an explanation for the existence of technology that we don't have. If this is true, and there's technology that we don't have, and that's impossible nowadays to have, maybe in the future, and that was captured, or there are testimonials about it, witnesses, top witnesses, not only random people with mobiles, we should know.
Been activity by alien or non-human technology and or beings that has caused harm to humans.
I can't get into the specifics in an
course.
open environment, but at least the activity that I personally witnessed, and I have to be very careful here, because they tell you never to acknowledge tradecraft, right? So what I personally witnessed, myself and my wife, was very disturbing.
Notice the detail. He was and they were very, very careful about it. Remember that we had a while ago, not recently we react in this channel, an UAP, a conference about UAP with NASA involved, government, etc. This was another step moving forward.
Are you aware of any individuals?
In your career, have you ever seen a propulsion system that creates no thermal exhaust?
No.
Can you describe how the aircraft maneuvered?
Abruptly, very determinate. It knew exactly what it was doing. It was aware of our presence, and it had acceleration rates. I mean, it went from 0 to matching our speed in no time at all.
Now, if the fastest plane on Earth was trying to do these maneuvers that you saw, would it be capable of doing that?
No, not even close.
Not even close. And then I remember he asked him about if any nation, do you believe any nation in the world has the capacity of, and he said, impossible.
Are you aware of any individuals that are participating in reverse engineering programs for non-terrestrial craft?
Personally, yes.
You know any that would be willing to testify if there were protections for them?
Certainly closed door and assurances that breaking their NDA, they're not going to get administratively punished for so.
Are you aware of any?
This was, if not the most important moment, one of the most important moments, and it was the last short that I did.
Any individuals that are participating in reverse engineering programs for non-terrestrial?
Are you aware if there are being made reverse engineering over UAPs?
Personally, yes.
You know any that would be willing to testify if there were protections?
He wants them to testify, and he said,
Certainly closed door and
in a closed environment, of course, it's logical. And this was my summary of a beautiful afternoon I had here, listening these three guys over the Congress of United States of America. My personal opinion was it was amazing to watch this. I wish other countries could do that also. Big countries that I'm sure they have information for us to know. And the most important, I want to know your opinion. Tell me in the chat because I will read it right away. The most important thing from here is one step further, breaking the stigma. Why is so stigmatic or so taboo to talk about UAPs? What's the problem about talking about UAPs? Look, I'm talking about UAPs in my channel. If anybody feels shocked about that and say, "Oh, I don't like that conversation," you can unsubscribe. I don't need you here, because I need people here that it doesn't matter if they believe or not believe it, they think the same way as I think, but that want to move forward as human beings. Okay? Let me put some music now again. And remember, always remember, if you look at history, anytime on history, everything that was a stigma in a certain period of time of history then became an important thing. A very important most of the times. So everything that is a stigma should be broken. And again, these were not random people making a tweet or a post on Facebook, on a Facebook group about UFOs. This was important people knowing what they were talking about, that are requiring and pressing the government to release information that they think it's not bad in terms of national security and it's relevant for the public. I want to know. I want to know what's happening in the universe, if anything happened. If not, good. But I want to know. And what the heck are they reverse engineering? Because he said, and after this conference, after these hearings, they were together with the congressists, with in a closed environment, talking more deeply and breaking down what they said. And it's natural for security matters, of course, and by law of United States. But it's very, very positive to see a country like United States of America giving a step further. I don't know if there are obscure reasons behind it. I don't care. I care that is the first country to give huge steps for human beings to move forward in a manner that it's connected with the universe. And if it is, we should know, and that will be science. If it's not, will not be science, will be military or whatever, and we give up. But at least we know, and we have the right to know. Let me see if you have any special opinion about it. What happened today is mind-blowing. To me it is. Hi Martin. Good point, Salted Wasabi. I think that the snowball is finally going down the mountain and will start to get bigger. Good point. Good point. Castro. 100%, 101% agree. We need to move forward, evolve as a race. Of course. They spoke under oath to the American Congress. If they are lying, they are going to jail. That was a strong environment. As I said, and I remember one of you on Discord said, I watched them before talking about this. I did it also. I watched something or listening something about what they said here. But of course, when I saw them here in the Congress, it has a different weight. No? has more power. If this is true, we don't know. We just want to know. It's a natural from even the people that are with stigma. It's natural. In deep inside, they want to know. They have fear of what people would say. That's why, don't you see in astronomy environment everywhere, anybody that talk a bit about UAPs or the old UFOs, UAP now is unidentified anomalous phenomena, so it's a new designation, which is logic also. But don't you see the community of astronomy that looks you like over the shoulder if you try to start a conversation about UAP, a normal conversation? It's not. They prejudge the people like they are crazy or oh, that's not science. Who knows? Who knows? It's not science. We want to know. At least I want to know. And that's. We don't have to be ashamed. We are on 21st century, for Christ's sake. We don't have to be ashamed to ask ourselves about the universe, whatever it be. If three important guys, were in front of many important people, which are the Congress of the United States of America, that want to listen to them, that's important. Not only for America, that's important for the world. I want to know. We will be tracking this business in this channel because I really don't care what people think, you know. Otherwise I will not be live streaming. I will be ashamed to fail or something. I really don't care. I feel this is interesting. If at some point of the path it's not science, okay, we give up and move on to other things. And look that I'm skeptical by nature. I'm skeptical when I listen gurus in the media, like famous scientists or whatever. You know them. But the arguments are not strong. I don't listen. Well, I listen, but I don't care too much. But this, of course, it could be the opposite. Yeah, there could be geopolitical stuff behind, but I don't care about that. Of course, all in the world. Okay, let's assume that. But if, as you said, if, let's place the if on the table, because we don't know many things to tell. No, it's impossible. It's not being intelligent as a human being. We have to put things on the table until we, like science do, explore, investigate until we have the truth. And a very important thing, after watching this, what do you think about this in the previous conference?
Is there life out?
Hold on.
A lot of what NASA's doing in its exploration of the solar system and beyond is focused on searching for life in any form, extraterrestrial life. So there are lots of potential environments for life. We haven't found life beyond Earth yet. You know, is NASA hiding anything about this? No.
No. What should I think about this sentence? No, he's not hiding. Who is lying here? It's a different sentence. One saying that no, he's not hiding. Well, maybe NASA it's not hiding. Maybe it's another institution or whatever. We don't know. But according to what they declared in the Congress, there's hidden things that should be known. Like reverse engineering stuff that they think it's not capable of being produced by human beings. Come on. I'm skeptical, but I want to know. No? Open-minded. Write that. Open-minded. Close the door, but they have to. He said at the moment they were asking, and he said, if I answer that question right now, 100%, I will be I will go to jail because it's law. They can't, and it's natural. I understand that. They have security matters to protect, of course. So many bad people in the world. Me too. Just be open-minded. Don't be stuck in the past. You don't have to believe in nothing. Not a religion. The religion, any religion, they don't have like this something that they captured and they are analyzing something real. Yes, they were. High five to them. Truth will come out eventually. The truth will come out one day. It's history. Look back in history. You are astronomers. You know how to watch things at scale. Look at history. When they burn people. No problem talking about UFO and UAPs, but as those who trust science, we need clear evidence, of course. Just that, we need clear evidence, but after listening, 3 important people talking to many important people in the Congress, saying that they are reverse engineering stuff that they cooked, that look like non-human, impossible to be made by human beings, we wanna know, what the heck was that? Don't hide that. Don't hide it to us, to the world. It's about human beings, not about the country and the flag. Unfortunately, it has to be, probably. Hello, Antonio Cortez. Did you solve your problem with the brightness, with the IDAS filter? Doing EAA? This is still stacking. I will save it. No? No, tell me about it. Stick with the scientific method. What is the scientific method? We are still improving and we started to explore the universe. Of course. What do we know? It's a being arrogant, not you. Being arrogant, institutions that... and groups of people that say it's not. How can you prove it's not? And religion is the same. When somebody say, you imagine 2 people in front of you and you are neutral. One believes in any religion, whatever, pick one, and the other one doesn't believe at all. And nobody can prove each other that it's not true. The non-religious will say to the religious, oh, you can't prove that God exists. But the religious guy or girl can answer the same and said, neither you can prove that it doesn't exist. So let's find out. We can't. But here in this business, in this matter, in the Congress, we can, according to what they declared. We can. And we can know about what they are hiding. Because they are hiding. They said. Clearly. I understand English. And I listen very well. They are hiding stuff. And we wanna know. And they think we should know about many of the stuff, not all. I think anything we discover that is new to us always leaves more questions to be answered. Good one. That's true. We are in a path of permanent seeking for answering questions and then more questions. Look at the recent history. In this case, James Webb. Everything, not everything, but many things that James Webb is discovering for us are bringing much more weird questions. Like the galaxies that were formed in a moment of time in a universe that should not. Like the black hole that is in the outer edge of the known universe that should not be there. And everything, if we think deeply logical, even science is based, all the theories, or most of all, are based on theories. Dark matter is a theory, and quantum mechanics full of theories. Many things in the universe that physics have the formulas for explanation of that. Then the philosophers make the interpretation to reach us in a simple message. But most of them are theories. They sustain, even the inflation is a theory. Even the Big Bang is a theory. The Big Bang theory. Great serial. The scientific method is what has provided us all with the technology we all enjoy. You have hypotheses which you back up with maths and repeated testing. It becomes a theory. Precisely, theories. But theory is theory. You can't call evidence to a theory. Of course. Who said that? I just want to know what the heck they were reverse engineering and what they are hiding. That's not a belief. That's something that's happening. Because I like to know more. Nothing to do with theories. You have to learn to separate. And that's a problem of most people. To separate what is beliefs. That's the stigma. Beliefs. Oh, he's talking about UAPs. He's talking about UFOs. Beliefs. He's talking about UFOs. So, he wear a cap with aluminium. He believes in abductions and stuff like that. He believes in flying plates. That's the mindset of the past. Now what we are giving steps towards, it's to talk like adults about things that happen all over the world and that are being hidden. Are they science or not? I don't know. I just know if they show. If they hide, we don't know. That's the question here. If it's science, good. We hope it is. If it's not, We leave that to the militaries. But at least tell us, because something that is impossible to be made by humans is likely not military, but I don't know. What is it? I want to know. At least what they said. I want us as human species to evolve and stop killing one. Oh, me too. One another and just learn to get along and allow things to happen and be open and honest. Truly, truly, deeply think like you. But the greed, the power, the money, we will have much time to give that step. Maybe AI help us in the future. We will not be here for sure. The real aliens are in power and I don't trust them at all. Too many cover-ups. Full stop. Yeah, it's hard to trust. It's very hard, especially nowadays. I hate politics. Really. It's something that is becoming obsolete in the world. People... You see, there are... nowadays there are elections, I don't know in the United States, or I don't remember, but here and in Spain, our neighbor, people that go to vote in politicians is only 30% of the population. And the new generations, the younger generations, will believe even less, I think. I don't know. And then what? We'll vote only 5%? And the country is ruled by 5% of choices? Things for us to think about. There was little or no science in the Middle Ages. How's that? How's that? A scientist in the Middle Ages will be killed. Burn in fire. Look what they did to Galileo. An inquisition. Even further away in history. They burn all the books with knowledge, with science. And they call them witches. Now, history picked that, it's witches. And now you believe that was no science because history says it was witches? No. History is full of lies. We pick what we want to place in the books. And how develop this science now? This is subjective, because in 50 years our current technology is far obsolete. Of course. Of course. Gene, I think it's exciting, but people are afraid of what humans have done through history. The strong always takes over the weaker. That's true. That's true. I too enjoy learning about UAPs and UFOs. Why not? Why not? It's a sin? It's a crime? No. It's knowledge that we want to know. Until now, okay, I understand. But after the last conference with NASA, and now this, with the Congress of United States, with important people, things are, you know, shaking. Whatever we say here doesn't matter at all. We are just chatting. It will not make any impact. But hopefully we'll open the mind of people that's still stuck in the past. And they start thinking, yeah, why not? Do I want to know? Yes. Let me listen what they said in the Congress. Of course, we don't listen, we don't know. Good to know what's going on in our universe. Sadly, NASA can't disclose everything to public, of course, and I understand all. We have to understand how the world is and how the space is being. Who think in one thing. Now we're going to the moon. Who owns the real estate? At moon, at Mars? Okay, we have bots there. But one day, in the future, will be people there. Colonies, no? Do you believe that? No? Who owns the land? It will be like what? Like when United States from Europe we went to United States and then people there took the land from the Indians, or in Latin America that we took the land to the Indians, but they were there. But now it's only we have no residents there in the moon or in Mars. It's only the people that's there now. Saudi Arabia, India, Russia, China, United States, and Europe. Almost the same. Who owns the land? Who will own the land? Will be that on paper? Will we evolve at a point that we are one nation in the world and we don't have that problem? They are fighting in space already, you know. Who knows why the secrecy? So many galaxies along with solar systems within those galaxies. Well, I'm a believer I believe, and this is just a bet, that due to the probabilities, I believe that we are not the special ones. If we are, we should be the beginners, but by a matter of statistic and the components that bring us or brought us to life are everywhere in the universe. So, I don't know you, but me. Carl Sagan got blasted for bringing science to the people. It's complicated. But now we evolved. From Carl Sagan to now, we evolved. We have other steps to do. That was past. We have not those problems anymore. We have different. We can't be dogmatic, of course. UAPs are a good way of masking your own experimentation. Are a good way of masking. Well, they are a good way of masking anything. Any news of impact are wonderful to mask anything that you want. But your own experimentation, I don't understand. I didn't get it. What they are experimenting? You didn't fix the problem. Your neighbor's light will not allow. Oh god, your neighbors. You have such a problem with the neighbors. You have to find a way. Be perseverant. Think. Think in a way. Think in a way. There should be a way to deal with that. Move a house. Of course. He's bringing questions and more questions, and that's science. It's part of science. But we should move on. It's the best we have. We deal with what we have, right? But knowing that it's, or being aware that it's just theory. I can't see we are the only intelligent species in the universe. And if we are, it will only leave us with more questions. How did we end up here? Oh god. I watch a lot of live feeds from ISS, and it's funny. The cameras go down when certain things appear that are very strange, and they led from Roswell onwards, stop wars, and just get along. I didn't understand very well the sentence, but the cameras in space, well. In that matter, I believe, being a bit skeptical, I believe that it could be interference of reflections or something. Okay, I buy it. But this that happened today, this guy saying that they are reverse engineered. Do you know what is reverse engineering? Don't you? Reverse engineering. Do you want to listen again, the guy? Reverse engineering. There are people that are reverse engineering, not people on the group of the Facebook or Twitch or YouTube. There are people, strong people. They can't tell. They would tell after that in closed environment. Understandable. There are people that are reverse engineering stuff that they cocked and they were analyzing, and that has relevant information because it's stuff that it's impossible to be made by humans. It's impossible to be made by humans. Okay. Bye, and thank you for being here. I will see you likely on Friday. It depends on the weather. It was very pleasant this moment with you, and see you next time. Bye.